Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6. Today, we will present our term Project B. The company that we choose for this project is AirAsia. I'm Muhammad Azim. I will be the first presenter. I will present about the introduction and overview of AirAsia. Next is Nadia. Will present about the aspect of business operation that have changed. After that, Shadata will present the managing change and turning opportunity into growth. Lastly, Atik will present the lesson from the pandemic experience. Okay, now we go to the background of the company. AirAsia was founded in 1983 and it started its operation from 18 November 1996. It was established initially by the RB Highcom, a government-owned conglomerate. On 2 December 2001, Tony Fernandez, which is former Time Warner executive, was acquired by AirAsia. The low-cost carrier terminal, LCCT, at Kuala Lumpur International Airport is the first and primary base for AirAsia, while its secondary hub are Kota Kinabalu International Airport, Senai International Airport, and Penang International Airport. AirAsia is well known as Malaysia's low-cost airline and even Asia's largest low fare. The company claims no admin fee but has certain service fees that are free of charge on other airlines. The LCCT is the budget terminal at KLIA, which opened on 23 March 2006 as the home of AirAsia. It seems that the LCCT carry about 10 million passengers a year. Based on their annual report, the vision of AirAsia is to be the leading travel and lifestyle platform company in Asia in providing inclusive service on travel and lifestyle product, while their mission to become globally recognized Asian brand focused on delivering sustainable value to the economy, society, and environment. Next, to care for all their internal and external stakeholders from all staff, guests, business partner, and investor to communicate and government. Lastly, to provide the highest quality service in travel, financial, and lifestyle product, embracing technology to reduce costs, enhance guest experience, and seek new growth opportunity. The subsidiary of AirAsia are Thai AirAsia, Indonesian AirAsia, Vietjet AirAsia, and AirAsia Red Tax, while the associate company of AirAsia are AirAsia X, Tune Hotel, and Tune Money. Moving on to the sector and product of AirAsia. As we know that AirAsia have collabed with many companies. Firstly, the airline service. In airline service, they have 8 airlines which are AirAsia Malaysia, AirAsia Thailand, AirAsia Indonesian, AirAsia Philippines, AirAsia Indian, AirAsia Japan, AirAsia X, AirAsia Insularity, and Ground Team Rate. AirAsia Malaysia focus for the year was to keep it fair, affordable, and grow its domestic market. This objective was achieved along with commendable result. In terms of maintaining low fare, AirAsia Malaysia removed both its process fees and KLIA 2 fees. The RM3 ringgit KLIA fees had been introduced in 2014 to cover additional costs of facilities imposed by Malaysian Airport Holding Berhad, which were absent in the previous low-cost carrier terminal. Together with assistance from the government, AirAsia Malaysia also managed to lower the passenger service charge for international flight beyond ASEAN as set by the Malaysian Aviation Commission. Next is AirAsia.com, where the marketplace to sell travel and lifestyle-related product. AirAsia.com started in 2001, was a website where guests could book AirAsia flight to destination within the region. Today, realizing the vision of AirAsia founders, the portal has become an online ecosystem that justified the travel and lifestyle need of over 1 million visitors per day. The goal is to leverage the full potential of AirAsia resource, including content generation, the e-commerce marketplace, and food. For BigPay is fintech company that focus on a e-wallet, remittance and lending. It is established in 2018. BigPay is disrupting traditional banking by delivering financial and product with lower fees, greater transparency and convenience. Only in its second year of operation, BigPay was the largest new card product in Malaysia and the largest e-wallet in the market based on transactional volume. BigLife is operation of a loyalty program for the travel and lifestyle ecosystem. Big Loyalty launched at the end of 2010 is a loyalty program managed by BigLife. Initially an airline loyalty program for AirAsia, Big Loyalty has grown into a comprehensive lifestyle platform with over 300 partners across travel, lifestyle, financial service categories. Next is Teleport, which is logistic operation encompassing freight, parcel and food business. Teleport was incorporated in 2018 to serve as their digital cargo and logistic platform. Formerly the cargo division of AirAsia, operating under the brand Red Cargo Logistics. Teleport no longer just focus on utilizing aircraft belief space to transport cargo. It now provides end-to-end logistics service encompassing freight, parcel and food business, leverage not only AirAsia's network and infrastructure but also those strategic partners. Our shop is full-fledged e-commerce marketplace offering artisanal to luxury items. Our shop started off as a small department managing the pre-booked duty-free platform but was officially launched as a full-fledged e-commerce marketplace on 4 July 2018. The objective is to create a multi-tenant, multi-fulfillment, multi-currency and multi-regulation marketplace offering not just luxury goods but also curated local selection. Purchases can be picked up in flight or at the airport. For the Santan is F&B company that offering ASEAN fast food in flight on a ground. The Santan brand was introduced in 2015 as a gourmet in-flight dining experience on AirAsia, replacing AirAsia Cafe, which offer only cold sandwich and snacks. It became an instant hit while a number of items on the menu have become all-time favorites. Pak Nasir's Nasi Lemak and Uncle Chin Chicken Rice even have cult followings with frequent requests to take away the meal and queries on whether they can be bought other than in flight. Lastly, Format, which is multimedia company offering Asian digital content. Format is RBV's newest ventures with the vision to unify Asian through popular culture and content. Driven by AirAsia highly successful creative and production team. It's played to the seismic shift in the way current generation are consuming content. The idea is to inspire global audience with original and unique material delivered in the right form at the right time through the right channel. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
My name is Nadia Hanisa, and I will proceed with the second question, which is regarding the aspects of business operations of AirAsia that have changed due to the pandemic. According to the Corporate Finance Institute, Business operations refer to the activities that companies carry out on a daily basis to increase the value of the enterprise as well as generate profit. We have identified 3 affected business operations of AirAsia, which can be categorized into business processes, employees, and financial management. Business processes refer to the daily sales of tickets, the transporting of passengers and cargo items, as well as the onboard sales of merchandise and food and beverages. Employees here refer to the employees that conduct day-to-day operations, such as pilots, cabin crew members, and engineers. The required skill set of these employees may also differ due to the needs of AirAsia during the pandemic. The staffing needs have also changed because AirAsia might not need that many employees anymore now that operations have stopped. Finally, financial management refers to the planning, organizing, controlling, and monitoring of financial resources in order for AirAsia to survive during this pandemic. Now, I'm going to talk about the business processes in detail. Since the government has imposed the Movement Control Order, which prohibits international travels and restricts interstate travels at one point of time, AirAsia has been facing a lot of cancellation of flights. Therefore, their employees who were previously handling the sales of tickets now have to handle the reimbursements to these affected customers. AirAsia provides 2 alternatives for its customers, which are they can opt to change the travel dates or to receive reimbursement in the form of credit. The operations of the commercial fleets have also halted, which means that their airplanes are currently used for other things, such as assisting the government authorities on repatriation of stranded Malaysians. This means that AirAsia is helping the government to bring back Malaysians who are in other countries so that they can receive treatment for the virus in Malaysia. Currently, their main business income comes from their cargo shipment business, where they ship goods to countries like South Korea and China. Therefore, it can be concluded that their main business has shifted from transporting passengers to transporting goods. Next is regarding the employees. It has been reported that AirAsia has laid off 10% of its employees, consisting of pilots, cabin crew members, and engineers. This is due to the reduced staffing needs. As I have explained earlier, the commercial operations of AirAsia has stopped. Therefore, they won't be needing as many employees as they did before. Staff who are still with the company are also transferred into other departments, such as the cargo department. Some of them may also have to assist government authorities with repatriation. Therefore, they have to update the skills that they already have in order to adapt with the new responsibilities that they have been given. However, AirAsia is motivated to rehire the employees that they have laid off once the pandemic is over. Finally, the last aspect of business operations of AirAsia that has changed during this pandemic is their financial management. As we all know, the airline industry has been badly hit during this pandemic because they are not able to carry out their operations. AirAsia has experienced a significant reduction in revenues and profitability. Therefore, they are aiming to secure loans in the amounts of 2 to 2.5 billion ringgit because they are worried that they won't be able to bear the operational costs for long. As of now, they have only secured 300 million ringgit from Sabah Development Bank Berhad. They are planning to use these financial resources wisely, and they will only spend the money on necessary expenditures.
My name is Syahdatul and I will proceed with recommendation. COVID-19 pandemic has had more immediate impacts on businesses compared to normal changes like climate change. Therefore, we had come up with several recommendations for AirAsia to help them survive the pandemic, as airline sectors are among the sectors that are severely impacted, especially with the travel restrictions by the government of affected countries. We had divided our recommendation into two parts, short-term and long-term. For short-term recommendation, we suggested the recommendation to be done between 6 months and 1 year, and for long-term recommendation, the duration is between 1 year up to 3. For short-term recommendation, firstly, we suggest that AirAsia to open more branches of their food and beverages brands, Santan. Although initially F&B sectors was badly affected by the pandemic, especially due to the restriction and movement control orders by Malaysian governments, the situation now has gotten better and people can now dine inside the restaurants but with strict guidelines. Additionally, food delivery services had an increased demand in Malaysia, especially in the urban areas. According to the survey conducted by Rakuten Insight in Malaysia, it showed that Malaysians mainly ordered lunch on food delivery apps. Therefore, Santan should not just deliver their foods using their in-house delivery services, but also allow the customer to order their food through the two most popular food delivery services in Malaysia, which is GrabFood and Foodpanda, to increase the accessibility of their products. Next, since there are travel restrictions by the government, AirAsia should utilize their passenger planes for cargo transport instead. When the number of major cities has declared lockdowns and following social distancing, the online shopping users have enhanced their activities. As per research, it has been found out that the usage of online retail applications and e-commerce mobile apps has experienced significant rise of inactive and new users. With the increase of online purchases, the need for more efficient shipping and delivery services also increase. Therefore, AirAsia should take this opportunity to generate more revenues by utilizing their passenger planes for the transport of cargo across states, as well as import and export when the situation allows them to. Next, AirAsia owns an online retail platform that enables travelers and non-travelers across Asia to choose from a bouquet of products across multiple categories such as beauty, fashion, electronic and gadget, health and wellness, kids products, confectionaries and exclusive AirAsia merchandise. Hence, to boost most sales, we highly suggest that they did not just offer the products on their websites but also sell the items and merchandise on the e-commerce platforms such as Shopee and Lazada. This should help increase the sales as they can reach more customers. For long-term recommendation, we recommend AirAsia to extend their insurance business to offer life and health insurance. Currently, they only offer travel insurance for their customers that are using their airline service. This pandemic has raised Malaysians' awareness on the importance of life and health insurance after realizing that the virus can infect everyone regardless of their financial backgrounds. Life Insurance Association of Malaysia said households would not just lose their source of income but also would have lack of funds to pay for the unexpected expenses. This should be an opportunity for AirAsia to introduce new insurance products, life and health insurance. AirAsia is the pioneer of low-cost airline in-flight Wi-Fi in the region. Currently, they have about slightly over 50% of their aircraft in Malaysia that are Wi-Fi enabled, and they expect AirAsia Wi-Fi to be installed fleet-wide in all AirAsia Malaysia in 2020. With their proven ability, believe that they can also offer a telco service online considering that the needs of internet services during the pandemic has increased, especially since more people are working from home and more universities around the countries practices open distance learning. Currently, Malaysian mobile penetration rate has been an upward trend as more players had entered the industry, thus providing more variety of services to potential customers. But according to OpenSignal's report, Malaysia's 4G download speeds during the pandemic has dropped from 13.4 Mbps on average in early February to an average of 8.8 Mbps in March 2020. AirAsia should grab this opportunity to penetrate into telco business and provide a higher quality and better coverage and speed to fulfill the needs of people. As for the employees, we recommend AirAsia to provide more opportunities for them to learn new skills. As they had to stop their main services, the airlines, they should utilize the available time to prepare for digital culture and digital workforce. Digital culture is a concept that describes how technology and the internet are shaping the way that we interact as humans, and digital workforce is the leading service provider specializing in intelligent automation (RPA) and AI services on the industrial scale. Businesses are benefiting from the increased digitalization of the workplace through increased productivity, cost saving, and more mobile and agile workforce, and generally increased flexibility and adaptability. Businesses that will succeed in this new digital work environment are those that can be open to innovation and adopting new digital methods while also creating those digital experiences for the employees, including creating distinct lines between work and non-work and making the workplace overall more human-centered rather than technology-centered. Therefore, AirAsia should ensure that their organizations and their employees are able to successfully adapt the digital work environment. Finally, as it had been discussed earlier, AirAsia had to lay off 10% of their employees. And to avoid this issue to get worse in the future, we recommend AirAsia to provide their employees with the transfer of job. AirAsia could shift their employees' job scope to their other business lines. One example is to let the flight attendants to work in their F&B branches to provide customers with in-flight dining experience, considering that the flight attendants already have the skills in tending the customers. This will help AirAsia to retain their employees as well as giving the opportunity for their employees to learn new skills. Thank you, that's all from me.
The destructive consequences of COVID-19 continue to occur on a global scale, and the actual impact of this pandemic is impossible to be determined before the situation stabilizes. Pandemic had taught the situation, especially in the airline industry, who is barely impacted, that they need to make fast action in order to survive in the current unconducive business environment and grow once this is ended. Airline are advised to improve its cash management, diversify business portfolio, and enhance digital transformation. By improving cash management, it is the easiest way for companies to make financial stability and solvency through this tough time, being able to reduce debt, funding growth, and providing better stakeholder returns. Then, for diversify, company needed to diversify their business and investment to act as a safety net against downturn in a single industry or a way to grow the business. This is due to managing risk across the country's entire portfolio of business and ensuring that they are not overexposed to a single business or category of business. As for digital transformation, Sir Tony Fernandez, a founder and chief executive of AirAsia Group, said that pandemic had opened new business opportunity in the aviation industry under rapid digital transformation. As people are adopting new norms such as physical distancing, this shows that the value of digital operating models are likely to force many companies to speed up their digital innovation and transformation. Proceed to improve cash management. The company need to identify several challenges for cash management that need to be taken off, which are unclear cash position and forecast, including currency effect, weak cash control, difficult relationship with struggling consumers who have liquidity issues, inability to assess current sales demand with adjusting production schedule and purchasing, and then treasury management, business manager, and other main individual responsible for the overall cash management need to evaluate the situation as it carries a different effect to the company. Evaluation could be by assessing impact of situation to financial performance, how to mitigate the impact, and analyzing circumstances if the issue is remain unsolved. As for the cash management, according to Datuk Johan Idris, Managing Partner of KPMG Malaysia, there are several key areas that need to be focused on, which are cash management need to develop the clarity of financing needs by comprehensively estimate of short-term cash flow, and then identify and implement quick wins to generate trapped cash or preserve cash, and create tight control on cash with implement cash-based KPI. It is to aim to mitigate leakage and adjust to changing lender requirements. Next, develop short-term tactical liquidity strategy and manage contact and exchange with relevant stakeholders. Lastly, rebuild trust in favor of sustainable restructuring of stakeholders and rapidly discuss on new funding options for partners and financiers. Then for the diversification. The rationale for diversification is to prevent significant consequences in the case of slowdown in the market or business. Any single business or single product companies could not endure a long downturn in their market. So having a business that less affected by the situation or even benefit from it is able to cover the downturn of the core business. The company needs to have a competitive defense, which means the company needs to involve into the business that is underserved location or customers, which have the valuable revenue for the competitor to take advantage of it. In other words, if the company doesn't diversify and expand to feed the additional demand, competitors are likely to do so. Lastly, diversify also helps the company to build stability, as it could minimize rich fluctuations in sales and capital as demand grows and falls. It means that if the losing client in one segment of the business will not destabilize overall company performance as if the company is diversified. For digitalization, the company need to invest in technology in order to maintain business operation and provide air travel more contactless and convenient. This is because company need to adapt new ways of business to maintain operation efficiently and to enhance people to practice a new non-travel lifestyle. Firstly, automate the process in order to enhance process efficiently and to reduce use of manpower. Digitalization is able to provide a smooth experience for the guests at the airport, as guests can go straight to their boarding gate without verify document by check-in agent. And then, company need to adapt new norm by practicing virtual meeting and engagement in order to reduce physical interaction. This is able to minimize the risk of contagion among the staff. Then, it was able to reduce cost as no physical space is needed, no utilities cost is incurred, and the video conference such as Gmail and Zoom is offered for free. Currently, even the annual general meeting use video conference. Lastly, company need to utilize artificial intelligence in customer service to enhance delivery of information and minimize human error. Artificial intelligence is able to provide the information accurately and answer the inquiries from the guests without human intervention. Guest does not need to go over the counter and ask the customer service through the phone, which may receive inaccurate information due to human error. So we have come to the end of our presentation. Thank you for your time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.